Hi, hope you have a great day from wherever you are. And today, if I were to ask you whether you want to be financially free or not, most likely you will say yes. Alright? And today I'm going to share with you the fundamentals of becoming financially free. And most of you know that I was a bankrupt in 1999, and because of the principles I learned, I applied it and I became financially free. Yeah? And the first principle is earn more than you spend. Now this looks like a very simple principle, but then a lot of people don't apply this. And I realized that a lot of people, they actually buy things that they don't need with money that they don't have to impress people that don't even care. Right? If you are one of them, okay, don't put up your hands. Yeah. And I used to be like that. When I was broke, I remember I used to drive a Mercedes-Benz, and I was wearing a Rolex. Yeah. So after I learned all this principle, I decided to really earn more than I spend. That means previously I used to spend more than $1 when I only make $1. So you really have to apply this if you want to be financially free. This is the fundamental step, and this is very important also because if you have high need, you will have very low power. Now what do I mean by high need, low power? Yeah, because if you got very high need, your ability to negotiate with people will be very low. The power to negotiate will be very low. And if you got high need, whenever people give you an opportunity, you will take it, regardless of whether good or bad, because you are desperate. Yeah, it's just like a fish. The hook got no bait, just the sinker and the hook, you will also eat it because you got very high need. So very important, and especially if you are in sales, right? When you have very high need, you will tend to be very pushy. And when you become pushy, the more people don't want to buy from you. So as far as I'm concerned, when I have very low need, whenever a deal comes to me, I will look at it and say, hey, this doesn't suit me. If you want this deal, you'll be on my terms. Right? So when you're able to do that, most likely your game, the game that you play will be safer, and the chances of you making money is even greater. Okay, so that's the first fundamental principle, and this is the second fundamental principle that I apply. And I'm very grateful to my mentor, one of my mentors, Robert Kiyosaki, and he was here just the past few days in Singapore. For the past few days in Singapore, and I learned a lot of things from him in 1999 when I was a bankrupt. And one of the things he taught me is assets versus liabilities. He make it so simple. Asset is something that put money in my pocket. Yeah, it is so simple to understand. And liability is something that take money out of the pocket. You know, after I learned, I went back and I shared it with my 9-year-old daughter. You know, after I shared with her, I tested her. So I asked her, are you my asset or liability? Then she looked up to me and said, Daddy, you are my asset. Okay? It's so simple that a 9-year-old girl will understand. Yeah? So I look at her again and say, since I'm your asset, that means you're my liability. And then she looked up to me again and said, no, Daddy, I'm your future asset. Right? So I strongly urge you, right? I believe not only you want to be financially free, if you have children, you will also want your children to be financially free. And go back and teach your children about assets and liabilities. And when they grow up, I think it will help them a lot in their financial life. Yeah? So I hope you have gotten some value from today's talk.